Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He was the second child of Martin Luther King Sr., a pastor, and Alberta Williams King, a former schoolteacher. At 15, he was admitted to Morehouse College, where he studied medicine and law. The King family had been living in Montgomery for less than a year when the struggle for civil rights in America was galvanized by the landmark Brown v. Board of Education decision of 1954. On December 1, 1955, Rosa Parks, secretary of the local chapter of the NAACP, refused to give up her seat to a white passenger on the Montgomery bus and was arrested. Activists coordinated a bus boycott that would continue for 381 days, and it placed a severe economic strain on the public transit system and downtown business owners. They chose Martin Luther King Jr. as the protest leader and official spokesperson. When the Supreme Court ruled segregated seating on public buses unconstitutional in November 1956, he had entered the national spotlight as an inspirational proponent of organized, nonviolent resistance. King had also become a target for white supremacists. They firebombed his family home. In 1960, Dr. King was arrested, and during that time he wrote many books and the famous Letters from Birmingham Jail, which was addressed to a group of white clergymen who had criticized his tactics. Martin Luther King Jr. worked with a number of civil rights and religious groups to organize the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, a peaceful political rally designed to shed light on the injustices African Americans continued to face across the country. Standing on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial, a monument to the president who a century earlier had brought down the institution of slavery in the United States, he shared his vision of a future in which this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. On the evening of April 4, 1968, Martin Luther King was assassinated. He was fatally shot while standing on the balcony of a motel in Memphis, where King had traveled to support a sanitation workers' strike. In the wake of his death, a wave of riots swept major cities across the country, while President Johnson declared a national day of mourning. After years of campaigning by activists, members of Congress, and Coretta Scott King, among others, in 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill creating a U.S. federal holiday in honor of King. Observed on the third Monday of January, Martin Luther King Day was first celebrated in 1986.
Ever wonder how your government really works? Well, get a front row seat to the inside workings of Charles County government through our Citizens Academy. Each week, Academy participants explore the departments and hear from the people that make our government work. Charles County Government Citizens Academy is now accepting applications for its spring 2020 session. The 8-week program begins on Thursday, March 12th. The deadline to apply is Friday, January 31st at 4 p.m. Classes will take place each Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. and 2 Saturdays from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at various locations throughout the county. The program is open to Charles County residents age 18 and older. Visit us online at www.charlescountymd.gov/community. Become a county ambassador.
Charles County has 4 senior centers, and we have the Clark Center here, where we're at now, And we also have the Senior Center in Nanjemoy, Waldorf, which is a brand new senior center, as well as Indian Head. And they all run fitness classes geared toward the older adult. So with that in mind, we're keeping the joints in check, the strength in check. We want to do everything, balance. We want to work on flexibility. We want to work on endurance. We want to work on all the things that make you live better in your daily activities. So when you're going and you're carrying groceries, it's not a struggle. When you're going up a flight of steps, it's not a struggle. So we kind of gear and focus on all those things.
District 1 Commissioner Gilbert Bowling is hosting a town hall meeting on Monday, February 3rd at 6:30 p.m. at the Waldorf Volunteer Fire and EMS Station 3, 1069 St. Ignatius Drive in Waldorf. Commissioner President Ruben Collins will host a community conversation on January 27th at 6 p.m. at the Waldorf Senior and Recreation Center, 90 Post Office Road, Waldorf. Applying for jobs with Charles County government is now easier and more efficient. Visit www.charlescountymd.gov for more information.